is up, Blue Chips? How we doing this morning? It's Thursday, January 16th. I'm a little scared. I see that there's a system update down in my tray. It's obviously going to have to wait until later. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. Let's see what we got here. Controller's in the way. All right. Know what ignites your soul and do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. All right. So, didn't really sleep that well, but not really fretting. SPY seems to be gapping up yet again. The daily on this thing is just scary. SPCE as well. We were looking at this earlier. I don't even know what the float is on this. Let's see. We got 53 mil. So SPCE is definitely one that will keep up. Just out of curiosity of what it's going to do. See what else we got here this morning. NTGN. This is gapped up here overnight. Obviously, most likely some news. It is shortable. It's a little bit lower priced. 14 mil float, so we'll probably stay away. Let's see. SIG. This is definitely one we're going to put up. SIG's 52 mil on the float. Nice little gap up here. Range is crazy, so if we did play this, it would definitely be a little bit on the smaller share size, I should say. 33. So it's got a gap fill to 3307. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to draw a line there. Oops, I guess I chose the wrong chart. I'm just trying to get as close to 33 as we can here. There we go. About as close as you can get, huh? Ooh. Sue, what's up, man? If you're in here, welcome. Finally got everything working here on the stream, too. It's apparently the chat bot had some issues or something, and it just did not want to cooperate. But we got it fixed. We got it fixed. XPO. Sorry if I sound a little down this morning. Just tired. You know what? Hold on one second. I changed my mind. I was going to grab a balls out of the fridge, but I'd rather take a nap later, to be honest. See if I just can't get some more water in me. All right, so this obviously wanted to draw a line there. Let's get rid of that. So XPO. This thing, I'm assuming, was on earnings. It was right at the bell, it looked like, in the afternoon. Yeah, I don't drink coffee, so I'm kind of stuck. My wife actually just got back from the doctor. She went into work, turned around, came right back, scheduled a doctor's appointment, went in, and they told her she has the flu. So it's nice to know that the flu is in the house, so that should be fun. And we were planning on getting flu shots at my son's 2-year checkup, which is, I believe, next week. So we didn't quite get there. Kind of sucks. So hopefully it doesn't transfer to me and the kids. As of right now, she seemed to have had it for the last 2 or 3 days. So I don't know how long the flu normally takes to transfer hosts, if it does. But hopefully we get lucky. So XPO, what's the float on this? 91 mil. Well, actually, we'll keep this up. Let's transfer one of these. So we'll put XPO over here, and then we'll bring SIG over here. We got some pretty good looking gappers here this morning. It's the first time in a while. MGI. This is 52 mil float. 10%. It's up 10%. Range isn't too great on this, but we could keep an eye on it. Now, keep in mind, pretty much everything I brought up, minus SPCE, I think XPO and SIG are most likely on earnings. I'm assuming, let's see, got about 4 minutes here until the bell. Let's pop up the earnings from today and see if SIG is on here. So no, I don't see them on here. XPO was yesterday. I could bring up, let's see. Yeah, my kid is still obsessed with the Roomba this morning, so sorry in advance if you hear that and him. Let's take a look here. It won't let us go back a day, so crappers. I thought it would have let us go back to yesterday, but I guess not. All right. So let's see, Thursday the 23rd. What if we go to the 24th? I'm curious, yeah. So Monday the 27th is when earnings season kind of kicks off here. So we'll be kind of looking forward to that day. But we're just going to keep what we have up. We have MGI, SIG, XPO, and SPCE are the 4 that we have up this morning. I will go ahead and type those into the chat. Giovanni, what's up, man? Welcome and congrats. That's awesome to hear. Has it been funded and activated or just funded? What's up, Vincenzo? How you doing, man? Damn it, I want to see some outside games today. Outsized games today? What are you talking about? Gains. Hey, man, don't be pushing me. Don't be pushing me. We're gonna make gains. We're gonna make gains, but we're gonna go at our own pace. We're gonna go at our own pace. So let me type these out. MGI, SIG. I already forgot the other ones, and they're hiding. SPCE and XPO. All right, so that's my little 4-chart watch list that I have up this morning. Everything kind of fits the criteria as far as float and... These nuts. Oh, jeez. Got it. There's Tom. Welcome, Tom. These nuts. It's funny. We went to the grocery store last week, and for the first time I saw the package of Dietz nuts, and I started cracking up. I almost bought it just to have it, but I did not. So for any of you guys that are just tuning in, my name is Tim if you're new here as well. But here was the quote of the day. You know what ignites your soul, and do it. So I added a word there at the beginning, but so let's redo that. Know what ignites your soul, and do it. So see if we can't stick to that. And I know what ignites my soul. This is awesome, right? This is my family. I was gonna say my kids, but it truly is. I mean, they're part of my family, so I like the broad spectrum of throwing family out there. Scroll through here real quick. MNTA. I know MNTA was a good one from yesterday. Just realized I was like, why do I feel like I'm sitting back so much? My chair wasn't all the way up. MNTA was a good one from yesterday. We'll probably leave it alone today. Let's see, MNTA. Yeah. Because if this makes a dip, I'm not really sure I'd want to buy it because there's a nice little gap fill there. So most likely going to leave that alone. I just realized I need to transfer this bell sound to 9:30. So that way it'll do it itself. I don't have to worry about it every morning. Here we go. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. There is the morning bell. See if we can't find some good stuff right out of the gate. Good luck to everybody. Thanks, Vincenzo. I finally changed them. Well, I changed them the other day. I just forgot to save it. So now I finally have it all nice and saved. Alrighty. So again, we're gonna attempt to let this first 2-minute candle form on all of our charts. We got SIG. Seems to be the only one of these 4 that we had up that are kind of doing what we wanted it to do. So previous resistance here at 29. So it means if we got to 30, we'd want 10 shares. So we're going to see if it wants to get up through 30 and absolutely past it. $30 is really what we're looking for here. MGI was the other one we had up. So MGI is not doing what we want as well. It does not look like SIG wants to give us, oh, maybe attempt number 2 here. If it doesn't get through 29 here, that could be not a good looking candle here for SIG out of the gate. Let's take a look at FLNT. Got some, I really need to stop doing that. 294. What are we at here on the daily? So nothing really crazy there. I'd like to see a little bit more of a push though. So SIG got absolutely slaughtered there. We're looking for 30. It never really got there. XPO isn't doing anything. SPCE is not doing anything. Still kind of looking around. I guess we can, there goes SIG attempting again. We'll keep it up. I was about to try changing. FLNT, not really interested right now. ACB, no shares there. CETX, low floater. MGI is actually going the other way. Very slowly though. Range on that isn't very good. MUR, okay, here we go. Get the 26. We're looking for. I'm going with 40. I'm starting to be able to do the math in my head as well, which is nice. So SIG is just not doing anything here. PEI as well. Kind of maybe have missed the dip there already. MUR already getting bought back up. OGI, I don't think we have shares there, no. RMTI, never even heard of that one. Yeah, that just got bought up from the bottom. That's why it had the intense move there. ACB, we just checked. We don't have shares there. Range isn't that great. HSDT, that's not good anyway. It's penny stock anyway. PE, we'll go back to PEI. So MUR, we'd be looking for a push down towards 26. PEI is not really giving us anything. Probably, most likely would have been looking for a push down there towards 450, but it got bought right back up there at 475. BPT. This is a weird looking one. I would need more out of this one. Maybe down towards 8. 40. What does he want?
The food that I'm heating up for myself.
So I'd like this down BPT. What is the float here? 21 mil. So crap, I didn't even. I'm so anxious to get into something that I didn't even really look at that. I don't hate this though. Just a little interesting where it's going. I feel like I'd wait for the pop through 8 though. Most likely not gonna mess with this. LLNW. There we go. See if we can get another small little push. This is at actually a really key resistance level, it looks like. See if we can't get a push back up through 30 real quick. No poopers. So MUR, we kind of missed that move down. We wanted this to continue down to 26, but we never really got that push down that we were looking for. It's a little unfortunate there. SIG starting to try to, oh, it actually did get up there towards 30. Didn't quite get through though. So we'll keep these two up for now. So SIG looks like it's going to want to grind higher, so this is something we would need to see get nice and extended now. There's the 30 break. See if we can't get up there right to 31 here. So I have BPT up as well on my other screen. It's funny because SPCE actually turned into a play the other way. I was looking for this thing to go up so that we could short it, and it turned into one that extended itself to the downside where we could have went long. So I ended up missing that one. I feel like I'm looking around quite a bit, but not really seeing too much. There's the drop there on the SIG. Right to that previous resistance here at 29, the 2950 area. LLNW. Not really doing what we want it to do. MNK attempting here. What's the float on this? 83 mil. About a 20-cent range. 91, so that's right about at its range. See if we can get a little bit more of an extension here. Huge seller there at 510. Almost got eaten right through. There it goes. Nice push here. I'm going to start this here, 523 MNK. We'll put our order out there for the $10 at 513, even though I feel like we could get more. But if it wants to give us the quick flush. $540 area we'll look to add here. Don't really see anything else really on the scanners right now, so we'll concentrate here on M and K. Coming back down. See if we can't move our order down here to 511. I think we'll get the flush there. There was 513. Might have got fill. 512 actually, so we would have got filled. I think we're going to at least get the test down here. Yeah, excuse me. Kind of crappy there. Would have got filled. Took our order and moved it. It's the fun part of it. It's kind of assuming we might get the retest there of $5. That's okay. So we'll go ahead and take that off. See what this wants to do. See if we can get that add up there at 540 now. Most likely would have re-entered there, to be honest, if we would have got taken out. We're coming back down. I think I should have put my order out there. Probably would have got filled, but I was waiting for this little bit of a flush under 10. Might be getting a little greedy here. We'll see. See if we get the quick flush through 10. Oh, this thing's kind of chopping around here. Just looking for that quick flush. The hey, I want to go to 5 flush, but it could be a little bit of a fake out. But we were just looking for the quick fill as it tried. This looks very bearish on the chart right now, at least on my 2-minute chart. So we're trying to be patient here. Although twice now we could have most likely got fill if we would have just left our order where it was. Not really, still not really seeing too much else. Geez, SHAK is a crazy one. That's a gap fill too. Be careful there. So we got 1 penny lower each time here. Just need to get that quick flush. Keep seeing somebody flashing there on the bid, but they keep disappearing. So hopefully we just get this nice little move down. Here we go, 12, 11. Right back up. See if we can't get this little push down through 10. 11, there we go, and we got our fill. Okay, cool. So patience actually helped and worked that time. So felt good. So, and there's the test of 5, assuming we might get bought up there, but that we're not worried about it. That's why why we were front running it. So pretty happy about that one. I felt okay. I played the chart. Never felt like we were in trouble there. Plus, obviously, it was just our one entry. Had plenty of room if it really wanted to go against us. So I will be happy with that. So let's take a look at SHAK. 66.26. It enters a gap fill. It got to 66.68. Good float stock to me. I personally try to stay over 40, 50 mil. That's just where I'm comfortable. I feel like it's a little bit harder to manipulate stocks when you get to that point. So let me see what I have to do here. So if we get a push down here, we might start this. What is the float on SHAK? 29 mil. See, so these high-priced, lower floats, I'm not a huge fan of them. So we might just stay away from this. I'm not really seeing anything else to play. That's the problem today. There's a lot going on, but really not too much working in our favor here. See if ACB can get down here to 215. Might be interested. I know the float on this thing's pretty big. Yeah, it's actually a billion float. So maybe we won't play that. Can I help you? Is that some soup? I think he wants more. It's gone. Do you have more? There's no more soup, bud. Oh, don't copy her. Hopefully you guys can hear that. All right. BLCM. No, nothing there. Just kind of scrolling through some charts here. This BPT looks good, but just the lower volume. It's so hard for me to play the lower volumes. I know I said we wanted 8, and it's actually pretty close to that right now. Actually went right to 8. So it's looking like SHAK would have worked. So a little sad there, to be completely honest. Looks like it's starting to come back up. We would have wanted 68. We would have front ran 68 there. We were a little too high above 67. I wanted to, when we pulled it up, I wanted to try to get in at 67, and we would have been looking for 68 with 10 shares there. So not gonna fret there. Looks like MNK is actually diving even deeper. So I honestly wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to give us a nice little bounce here at $5 and work its way back up. But that's the beauty of this. We don't know what anything's going to do. To be completely honest, this might be something worth looking at if it wants to extend the other way. Looks like it's getting bought up here, though. Just kind of watching it here. It's right off the scanner again. So if we had never played this in the first place, we're just acting like we're bringing this up, looking for an extension. Unfortunately, this 480 area might hold pretty decent support. As you can see, it was a pre-market level here. And it actually looks like yesterday it might have been somewhat of a key area as well. Yeah. So we're kind of at a key area here on MNK. Here we go, testing that 480 area. We want that to break, right? That's kind of what we're looking for. We want this to try to get down there towards 450. All on a nice big move. Keeps getting bought up here, though, at that 480 area. Looks like it wants to try it again, maybe. We're still coming down. It's trying to find support here, but again, we're not super interested here. We'll pull up just the chart that we're looking at here. It'll be a little bit easier to look at. Let's do the scanners. Chart to its scanners. There we go. And there goes SHAK 368. So looks like we might have got some fill before. No, well, 67.99. So we would have front ran it. I don't know if we would have got fill there when it tried 68, but oh well. So we'll obviously take Shaq off. Dun, dun. OGI would have been a nice one here. I didn't have this one up. I think this is, yeah, it's actually a good float too. Look at Thomas. That a boy. Slaughter in the MNK and SIG this morning. Very nice, man. I most likely would have been in SIG if I had pulled it up when it went through 30. Or no, we had this up through 30, right? Yeah, I wanted it up through 31 because of the previous resistance there. I didn't quite like that smaller extension. I wanted a nice extension, just considering the range. I mean, this thing came from 22 up to 30, so I didn't want to assume that just 50 cents was good enough. I wanted it like a 1.5 there, being a little greedy. So I wish we would have got that nice little dip through the 480 area here on MNK. And we would have been looking to ride it back up towards the whole $1.05. And as you can see, it's there now. So a little unfortunate we didn't get that, but we're not always going to get what we want. So just going to move on. It is windy out today. There goes MNK through $5. It's a little frustrating there. We're obviously not interested in that anymore. Just going to start scrolling through some charts here. So not really seeing anything right now. Just kind of keeping my eyes open. MNK is actually, could be interested in MNK again here. Kind of a big move up. If he wants to try to get up here towards 530. I meant to hit that a little bit earlier, about 2 cents higher. But we're going to start this again. See if we can't ride it down to like 510. We got 521. Let's just do 11. We won't be greedy this time. Oh, on the bid. We're just going to take it there. Take a quick little winner. We would have got filled there, so not too upset about it, but we'll take the quick winner. Nice little pad there. I'm not going to be upset about that one, especially if it wants to keep climbing here. If it wants to try high a day, we'd be interested again. See if we can't continue to make MNK a little bit of a money maker here. What's the question mark there for, Giovanni? The reason I took it just a tad early there is because you could see it started the stall, so I didn't want it to do exactly what it just did. That was designed to be a kind of a quick scalp, just looking for that nice big move from the bottom here, just looking for people to kind of start selling their shares that had bought down here, looking for this thing to maybe not go all the way to high a day. So that's all that was designed to be. Just kind of reading the tape there. That's all that was. We'd be interested again if it wants to go high of day. So I think until it does, we're going to kind of leave it alone. Now we're just kind of chopping around here. Really not too much else going on here. I did. I kind of snuck it in there on you. I had said that I look for anything over 40 mil, and the reason I look for over 40, and I used to use 50, but I feel like 40 is kind of what I look for now. But I'm looking for over 40 because it's a little bit harder to manipulate a stock when you start to get up into the 40-50 mil range. And then obviously anything over that I'm pretty happy with. I try to stay below like 300 mil as well, because once you start getting above that, it's really hard for a stock to move and have any kind of volatility. So as we know, we're looking for volatility. It's kind of the name of the channel. So once it's kind of like 40 to 300 mil is kind of the sweet spot. I would say like the range. The sweet spot is around like 100 million, like 90 to 100. That's my sweet spot when it comes to the float. As far as volume goes, I'm always on a 2-minute chart. I'm looking for 100K in most cases on a 2-minute candle and like consistently. So as you can see, MNK obviously has much more than that. This is also an 83 mil float. So this is pretty much the sweet spot. That's why we've traded it twice now. So here we go with MNK. See if it can go high of day. We'd be interested if it wants to get up there towards 550. What's wrong, bud? You're obsessed with this vacuum for some reason. Which means I can probably pause that for now, so hopefully I don't get copyrighted. So we kind of double topped here so far. Again, just not really that interested now. This does kind of look like a upside down W for anyone that's looking at patterns, but not really interested in that. MNI. It's halted. This is obviously not fitting the float parameters, I'm assuming, that we just went over. 4 mil. So yeah, we'll be staying away from that. Did I have the wrong chart up on MNK? Son of a dang it. I thought I was full screen. That's my bad, guys. I just realized that I made the MNK trade and you guys probably didn't even see it. It's a little frustrating. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, Giovanni, that's why I don't play those. VFF here, 42 mil. Volume isn't that great. I'm trying to not let volume affect me too much on the new strat because volume a lot of times doesn't necessarily affect these lower type plays. So in that vacuum. Is SPCE actually doing something? Trying to go high day here. This thing is at all-time highs, so it can be a little bit iffy. But we'll definitely we'll watch this in MNK right now. Not really too much else to watch. So neither of these are doing what we wanted to do. Sorry, I'm just kind of catching up on ISW and looking around here. So I was hoping to get something else here. We only got the 2 trades today. But we're actually up near where we were in profits yesterday. We had 2 trades here on MNK. One was a 15-cent winner, and the other one was 8 cents. So I'm really looking to trade more and more as we I mean, you guys saw us. We actually I felt pretty comfortable scrolling through the charts this morning. I wasn't seeing anything that we were interested in. Like there wasn't anything that really kind of called our name, minus the MNK trade. Of course, now MNK and SPCE both trying to go high a day here. So we're going to watch both of these still. Things are going to start to kind of slow down, I would assume. I have AAOI up on one of my other charts as well. This thing's starting to, it's actually at low of day right now. I'm just not sure how I feel about it because looking at the daily, we were in a pretty big move up, so this could be part of the pullback. SPCE, we are at high of day here. I would obviously want to see a 16 break and a move up. We know we're capable of 40-cent candles here, so it'd be nice to see at least 16.20. It's right to 16. I tried to go through there. It actually did go through for a second. I love how he hits me and he's like, all right, hey, this thing's not working. I need your help. The daily on this thing's nuts. Kind of reminds you of like the SPY and Tesla and all those. It's just like straight up. It's crazy. Yes, bud. We did not get very far past 16, did we? Thing shot right back down. So it looks like MNK, now looking at SPCE, so MNK is really the only thing we're watching here. AAOI, like I had mentioned, that thing is just kind of grinding down at this point. Even though it's nice and extended away from VWAP, it's just not what we're looking for. If it wanted to like dive through 1450 here, it might be something that we're interested in. But not quite sure that's going to happen. So SPCE we can take off. PTE, this is a lower float. Just kind of looking at it, not really interested. Same with the AEMD, that thing made a nice little run. Let's pull up AAOI just over here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So when we scroll out there, and if you look at the daily, this thing had a pretty big up day the day before, so it's kind of what we're looking at here. But if it wanted to dive through 1450, that would look really nice and extended, and then we'd be interested. But until that happens, we're not. So MNK here at high of day again. Love to see some volume come in here. Get a nice little push up there towards 555. Still hasn't went high of day yet though. Or touched it. There it goes. There's a lot of sellers sitting here. See if the shorts get a little bit scared and cover into them. Nope, not yet. When you get that pause like that, that's kind of what short sellers are looking for. But we all know at this point that we don't like to predict double tops because that's how you get in trouble. You predict the double top, and when it blows right through, you're in trouble. So we wait for the people to get in the trouble, and then the fear ensues, or the euphoria / fear if you're short, and then that's when we're looking to enter. So there we go, got through. Getting pushed right back down though. I'd like to see this extension up towards 550. Down goes SPCE. Is the intraday chart all you look at? I have the daily right next to it. You can see that I have the 2-minute and the daily. So I have both of those up. But the intraday is what is most important. So we're looking for this to get up towards 550. How did you even... Camden, no. I'm going to have to put a lock on that drawer now. So we want this up towards 550. It's really struggling. So usually when you have something struggling like this on a push through, obviously the bulls are fighting, but it kind of tells you that if you do get to that 550 area, it might not be the best area to look to get in, because that's when it might really extend, because a lot of shorts might be like, okay, that's my final straw. So if you put your order in right on the other side of 550 at that point, you might most likely get blown right through. Up towards like 570. That's kind of how those really big extensions happen. So we're actually going to watch and see if that's what happens here, because a lot of stops might be sitting here at 550. Like all these shorts are like, okay, that's my final straw. Gets pushed through, goes right up to 560. Let's put an order at 563. See if what I'm thinking might happen here. Let's try it. It's getting eaten through. There we go. We're through. See if we get the big extension. Can always jump in earlier if I want to. That was not the pop I was expecting. Okay, we're going to cancel our order there. A big bid came in there. That was the shorts I was telling you about. Let's see how high we can get this thing. We're just going to kind of read the tape on this now. I was really expecting this to kind of push up a little bit more here. There we go. No. Not yet. Get up through 60. All right, doesn't seem like it wants it. We're going to start it here at 53. We're going to just look for the pop back down through. Oops. Oh, we were on the bid there. That's a little frustrating. Missed it by, I mean, we didn't miss it by a penny. We were on the bid. Excuse me. So just kind of letting it do its thing here. A big seller there at 60. If it gets through, we might get a little bit of a pop here. It'll be a little frustrating because we could have been out and looking to get back in. That's okay. We're still getting nice and extended here now. Now we're getting really extended. We're going to hit an add there at 70. put our order out here at 52, see if it wants to give it to us. PTE is going as well. So if it wants to hold above 50, we're just kind of looking to get taken out here before it does. This does seem pretty strong right now. We can get a nice little flush down here towards 50. 54, 53. Trying to be patient. Missed it by a penny so far. All right, moving back up again. Keep missing this thing by a penny or so, huh? It's kind of frustrating. There's really not too much else going on here. Seeing if we can get this nice little flush to test 550 again. We can get back through 60. Should hopefully get that. Missed it by a penny there the last time. Nice, Jeff. Very nice. Here we go, 57. I keep getting bought up here a little bit. A little frustrating. We just want that 50 test. That's all we're looking for here. See if we can get the nice little flush down to at least test it. 56. 55. 52. We're on the bid, and we're out. Very nice. Take it all day, baby. Let's go. So we're not even trying to get that 50 break, right? We're not in that business anymore. We're not going in too big a size, looking for the bigger moves and all that good stuff. We're just looking for what the market wants to give us, and plenty of it, right? So even if it wants to, as you can see, it's battling hardcore here at 50. So maybe we could have got a little bit more. Maybe we could have looked for that 50 flush, but that's not what our rules instate anymore, right? We're not looking to be greedy. We're looking to stack up these winners. So not going to complain there. Played MNK 3 times today. It's been our moneymaker so far. So even though we would think on a normal day that this should come down and test this previous resistance here at 537, it's actually like 535, and there's the 50 break. We're not in that business anymore. We're not looking, to be greedy, and we don't need to make those bigger winners because we're just all about stacking up the base hits, right? So I'm very happy about it. You got 574. That was literally the top. 575. So you hit the bid right at the top. Very nice, Jeff. Very nice. I'm jealous. So let's go. I should have changed it to just that chart since we weren't playing anything else. We were still looking for other things, but as you can see, we got 3 trades now. We're up to $41 realized, so I'm pretty happy about that. Update our chart just for our safekeeping. Anybody have any questions, concerns, all that good stuff? PTE is making a nice little nosedive here after its move up. I would not have played this anyway. I think the float on this is a little bit lower. It's sitting at 13 mil, so yeah, we wouldn't have played this anyway. Loving loving the tweaks in my strat. Loving the tweaks. It's making it so much easier for me. It's so much less stress. Like when I had this entry here and it started to go against me, before I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And now I'm just like, let's be patient. Let's see what it wants to do. If it goes against this, it's not a big deal, right? It's just going to further extend itself. So I'm loving it. It's making it so much easier on myself. It's a lot less stress. I'm just excited to see it moving forward. As you can see in my trading, it's starting to benefit us monetarily as well. So that's good. Feeling a lot more consistent already. It's nice. I like it. Sorry, just kind of catching up on stuff as nothing else is really happening. So again, now that MNK is kind of working itself to the downside after it fought there at 550, I would expect some kind of fight here around the 535 area as well. So look for that. And if we don't get that, then VWAP and possibly even lower could be in the picture here. So, but again, we're not worried about scaling in, scaling out, all that good stuff. We're just racking up the base hits, guys. You guys are about to hear screaming, baby. Be right back. There, it shot through that 535 area, huh? On MNK. Love you, Thomas. So we're still waiting here. We're gonna wait around, see if we can't find one more play. So PTE, we obviously weren't playing it to the short side. We're not gonna play it to the long side. Just not a fan of the float there. What's 80 AP doing? This thing almost cost us some money the other day. It's on SSR. Not interested there. Don't have shares on it anyway. SIG attempting to move back up. SIG actually at high of day here. This could be something worth looking at. Let's see. We still got that gap fill though. That's the only thing that kind of scares me. Right, we're in the gap fill. Oh, uh-oh. Do you want more? More? More apple? Apple? Pretzels? You want pretzels too? Fix your straw in here too. Orange juice? So you want applesauce? You have some pretzels, they're still in here. And I'll get you some more applesauce. Oh, what do we got going on? PYX? It's a low float. NK. So SIG, we would really need to see an intense move. I just missed the float on it. It's 50 mil. But again, we're in that gap fill, so we'd really need to see an intense move out of this thing for us to be interested. I was looking at PYX, but that's a low float, so we're going to take that off. NK. We don't have shares here on NK. It's also a lower float, 28 mil. Definitely getting some volume. It's breaking its high from the other day. Scroll back out here on the daily. So there's really no resistance until $8 right now. If we get past the high of day from 2 days ago. 3 days ago. 698. So we're through that, obviously. So there's really nothing stopping this until 8. It's actually about to halt here at 745. It's a big reason I don't like stocks under 40 mil. You just see them halt on a much more regular basis. So, and as you can see, here it is. Nope, it's not going to halt. Yes, it is. There it goes. They're starting to. Oh, the halt went. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. It was attempting to halt, but the next minute clicked over, so the halt price went up, which is fine. But I guess if it isn't halted, it isn't halted yet. So. But the other thing, too, is now it gives it more room to extend itself even more. Which, 758 now. There we go. See if the bids start piling in. Not yet. Still not there. Now it actually moved up to 771. They're stair-stepping the halt price. It's crazy. See if it can halt before it gets moved up again. There it is. See if the bids stack in. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nope. I think we're going to get a big drop here. If I had to guess, we're going to get a nice little sell-off, at least through 750. There it is. 750. There's a big order sitting there at 750. I'm assuming it's somebody playing the short game here. They're looking to get out of their position on the big drop there. There it goes. Back through. To be completely honest, that could have been just a big player, knowing that that was most likely going to come. They could eat up all those shares and then sell into the pop, and then it could trigger this big fall down, right? That's very easily what could have happened. But we read that one pretty perfectly. Anything that's that close to a halt, though, I'm not interested in. We were just watching it because there's really nothing else going on. Just watching SIG kind of grind up here. It's not really seeing anything else. Just kind of watching. Starting to think that we're not going to see anything else, so I'll start winding down here. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, ideas, any of that good stuff, let me know. Appreciate all your support as always. I meant to see if I think I fixed what was going on with my donations and subscribers coming through. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It should come through. I'm going to see if Marcelo's dono from last Friday comes through. So there we go. So that was actually from last Friday. So Marcelo, if you're here, thank you. Appreciate that. I guess the super chats don't go up as the latest donation, so I'll have to actually look into that. I might have to add another spot in there just in case we do get some super chat donations. Just out of curiosity. I also think I need to change the text there for top donator, because I don't want everyone to think that that was all one donation, because it wasn't. But it was definitely a combination of awesome support by Jonathan, one of my good buddies from back before the YouTube channel even started. So props to him. We used to go back and forth with the donations when he was streaming, so it's always a lot of fun. Basically, we were letting Streamlabs make money off of us because we would, or PayPal, whoever it was that was taking money, we would just keep donating to each other. We'd be losing like 20, 40 cents each time. But it was fun, not going to lie. So it's looking like that's going to be it for us. I mean, we're still watching NK just for fun here, just to see what it wants to do. And then we're watching SIG for a possible trade, but we would obviously, again, need to see a pretty big move out of this thing. There it goes, high of day. See if we can get through 31. Does not seem like it wants to fight harder than it already is. And there goes NK. Hey, Thomas, if you are listening, take a look at your Discord. I was just updating him on an inquiry from earlier. I couldn't really pay attention because I was in a trade. He loves them dogs. NK ripping up here. Up through 8. Some of these things on Instagram are funny. Okay, I told you to pause. OMG. Alright, get out of here. I thought I X'd you out. There we go. So a little sad face here with SIG. Was hoping it would kind of ramp up for us, but not really seeing anything. Got about 8 minutes here. I'm going to get out of here right around 11. Just kind of chilling at this point. Really not too much going on. So if you do have any questions or comments or concerns or ideas or whatever, just let me know. Kind of sitting here, just doing some other things, listening for the scanners. And the only things really going off on the scanners are low floats right now. So not really interested in them. Let's see what this LLNW is doing here. The interesting move here. Not really sure if I'd be really interested unless it really dove down to $5 all at once, but this is 111 mil float, so the odds are it's not going to, especially on this lower volume. So we're gonna leave that alone. SIG is trying high of day here. We're at high of day actually. Here we go. Let's see if we can get through 31. Again, I'm interested here. There was 31. Didn't get through. If this thing can make a big move. So we know we can make a candle. Got this candle here of 30 cents. That's only 30. That's not 30 cents. That's $1.30. I was like, wait a minute. So that's kind of what we're looking for, right? We'd be looking for a move straight from 31 through 32 up towards that gap fill at 33. So if we were to start this, that's what we'd be looking for, but we'd want it all in one shot. So that's the idea. We'll even put our share size in here, which would be 10, right? Because we're looking for that $10. So if we get up over 32, we'd be looking for that previous resistance, which we're using as 31, as kind of our move, right? NK just chopping around up there at the highs. And there goes NK. Look at that thing.
Creeper. Oh man. So we back in the Creeper. Oh man. So we back in the mine. Got our pickaxe swinging from side.
So SIG not really doing what we wanted it to do. Just kind of watching NK here. Not really much going on, guys. So we'll stick around for the last 3 minutes here just to talk if anybody wants to talk. If not, then we'll sit here for 3 minutes and kind of let the stream just die off into the sunset. Dun, dun, dun. I believe the other day we actually had shares available on NK. It's kind of the scary part. When it made the move from, looks like 250 up there to 7. Had a nice little pullback the last 2 days, and now it's ripping again. Yes? Get your card. Daddy's going to start making lunch here pretty soon. Yeah. Oh. Can I help you? Can I help you? Oh, yeah? Did it stop? It must mean the battery needs to charge. Oh. NK, look at this thing. Ripping. Can I help you? I am paying attention to you. We're going to go change your diaper. I can smell it. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. One trade only for Jeff. What's up? Back on the bike at the gym. Well, now you can concentrate on that because I'm going to get out of here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Always appreciate the support. If you guys have any additional questions, comments that you quite didn't get to, ooh, right through the eardrum, let me know, and I will get to them as soon as possible. You can always reach me on the Discord. I'm always there throughout the day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.